Hello Aries, welcome back to my channel if you're a returning subscriber. Thank you for coming. If you're new, welcome. Hope you enjoy the reading. This is a general reading for your sign, and I've already shuffled and laid out the cards, so we'll dive right in. Please don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe, as that does help to move the videos around YouTube. Okay, so there's quite a lot coming in for you, but just at the moment I feel you've either been in this phase and you're coming out of it, or you are just still in it at the moment. It seems to me that you're in a phase of more like self-care and preparation. So we have got here void of course moon missing. So this is the bottom of the astrology deck. Now what this is saying is that it could be read a number of ways. It could mean that what you are worrying about will not come to pass. Okay, so that could be the situation, and you have got the worry card here. So I feel that you are perhaps concerned about certain things, and this is saying that whatever it is that you're stressing about is not going to come to pass. It could also be that you're in a period now which is a preparation. It's not a time for initiating big things or making huge purchases or going ahead with something. It really is just a time to be quiet, do what you do, only what's absolutely necessary, but just continue with your normal routine. Sleep, rest, recover. You may have been through a very busy period, but it's certainly an indication that it's like a quiet period between the signs when the moon goes through a void of course. And it's a time for sleep, recovery, dreaming and planning. So this is about planning what it is you're going to do when you get the go ahead. Okay, so it's kind of an interim period. It's not a good time to be loaning people money or to be initiating big events or actions at this time. It's a time of really just going with the flow, staying as you are, and waiting for that shift in the energy. It's not normally for very long, this period. If you try to go ahead with something, you might find that there's a bit of a delay or a cancellation or some kind of, something gets put off until the time is optimal again. In some cases, it can also be that, something has happened, something has occurred, and you're trying, and you realize that something needs to be fixed to do with that, and the time is not optimal to do that right at the moment. You've just got to wait a little while until the energies shift, and then you will be able to move ahead with it. So just let things flow for now. And while that is happening, then you need to be in self-care. Aphrodite, inner goddess. Awaken the goddess within you through dance, self-care, and appreciating your femininity or divinity. Okay, so whether you're a masculine or a feminine, doesn't matter. You nurture both of them because we have both. They need to be balanced. So this is about balancing your inner masculine and your inner feminine. You may have found that you've been excessively in the masculine side, having to drive forward, ambitious, goal-oriented, and so on, and now you just need to take a break, and that is why you've got the void of course moon. Or it could be the other way. You need to balance what it is you're doing, but this is about self-care. This is about nurturing yourself, looking after yourself, getting lots of rest, enjoying all good self-care, nurturing things. Look after your body, do whatever it is that makes you feel good, that's wholesome and nurturing. And appreciate your femininity as well. It could be that you may have been in a masculine sort of environment or been in a masculine mode. And this is saying appreciate your feminine qualities, and make sure that you are acknowledging that. And if you are feminine, dress more in a feminine way, or just do more feminine nurturing activities which are going to enhance this aspect of yourself. So it's nurturing your inner goddess. I feel this is important at this time. We have also got the Hermit card. So find or be a mentor. Okay, take a break from society, a commitment to your spiritual growth. So this is coming in. It's a major arcana. I do feel that this is something to do with this, but it's also connected to your 6th house, which is coming up. So it's saying that what you are preparing for, I feel you're preparing for something here. You need to be in top gear in order to take advantage of it. So rest, recover, make sure you're doing lots of self-care, nurturing activities, and also attend to your spiritual side. side as well. So this is meditation, yoga, whatever it is that you like to do, and prepare, and also go within, because you're going to get a lot of guidance, you're going to get a lot of intuition. And this is also, it may be that you're lighting the way for others. She's carrying a lantern here. So this may be something to do with your 6th house as well, and also your 11th house. You're going to be lighting the way for others. So you may have knowledge, you may have wisdom, you may have experience, life experience, or whatever it is, and you're preparing to share that with others. Okay. It could also be that you are just lighting the way or helping others along the way at this time. They're going to be looking to you for some kind of insight. So that this is where you can become a mentor, or you can just be a leading light or a shining light for others, even if it's just passing on certain information or wisdom or experience, whatever it may be. It could also just be your strength and your wisdom, you know, or it could be also that you may be seeking some sort of spiritual guidance at this time. So look around, there may be somebody that can assist you right now. But the Hermit card is a major going within card. I do feel it is also indicative of a period possibly that you've been in your life, or it could have been just sort of the last month or a couple of months or whatever it may be, where you have been doing this. You have been on a spiritual path, or you have been withdrawn or in some kind of retreat. I feel that this is now moving, you're coming out of this because of the indication of the cards here. You're leaving certain things behind. You're coming out of a cocoon, and you're now going to be moving forward. You could be changing your life quite dramatically. You could be changing your community. You could be changing the circles you're going into. But you're just in this like gestation period right now, or you may just be attuned to different things at this moment until the wheels start moving again. But there's going to be some sort of perseverance with this as well. There's going to be some sort of going through the motions, going strategically through things, and then you're going to get momentum, I feel, to move forward. Now, we have got the 6th house that's coming in. The 6th house is everything to do with your work. So this, if you are working, so this can be your workplace, your work colleagues, or your work environment. It's also your daily routines around that. It's also mastery of your craft. So whatever it is that you do, whether you work from home or you go into a workplace, whatever it is, it's something that is yours, that you do. Now, this could be something to do with health and diet and well-being. Maybe you have an aptitude or an affinity, or you're just interested in that and you're busy looking at that. But this house can also cover your health and your diet and your well-being, your lifestyle. So it's saying that there's something to do with this coming in. It can also be about pets as well. Perhaps you help pets, or you're involved in helping pets, or animals, something like that. But it's something to do with your work environment, also your health, your diet, your lifestyle, your well-being, and then those two may be interrelated in some way, shape, or form. But it is looking after yourself, and I feel this is why you have the nurturing and this pause period as well. There's some more that needs to be done. There's some more inner work, or there's some tying up of things, or there's some understandings that need to come to you, and perhaps you are reformulating what it is you're doing at this time. Reformulating so that you can go in a different direction or change something in some way. I say this because at the bottom of that house you have the 5th element, fire element, which is desire. So this is a very passionate, energetic card. It is fiery, as you can see, but it is also about a kind of like an epiphany or a turning point in your life. So something is coming to you, whether it's a change of work or change of the type of work, or mastery of your craft, or you're going in a different direction, or you are changing something in your health and your diet and your lifestyle or your well-being. The two may be interrelated. Something is changing in this, and you're approaching a turning point now, or you're having an epiphany of some kind. This could be like a fire is lit underneath you and now you're moving in a new direction. It can also be burning bridges or clearing the earth in order to start again. So this could be going in a new direction and you're closing doors in one area, or you're changing something, or you're just reformulating, as I said, something to do with this. It's kind of got alchemy to do with it. It could also be that you may be dealing with bossy people or egotistical people, and then you may be wondering if this is in fact the work that you want to be in at this time. So you may be changing that and clearing that away and closing that door so that you can move in a new direction. It can also be that you may be facing challenges of some sort in that, something to do with this, where you are being challenged in some way, or you are just getting your cards on the table and saying, this is what I want, this is how I expect things, and this is how they're going to be, or I'm out, something like that. Or it could just be that you're reformulating and you're restarting, or you're just getting going with something that you really want to do, or some idea or some inspiration that you've had. Okay, but it's very fiery, very passionate. So make sure that whatever you're doing in this house, whether it's something to do with your life, your well-being, and your health and your diet, or whether it's work related or pet related, you must be passionate about whatever it is. Okay, it's important. This is going to drive you. This is going to give you motivation. It's going to move you forward, and it's going to inspire you. So look at that and weigh it up, and see how you want to move forward. But it really is going to, it can also be passionate, as in passionate from a well-being in a body point of view. So whatever you're doing is going to fire this up. It's going to stoke the fires in some way, and it's going to bring you good health, or you're going to help others with that, however it's going to relate to you. But it's a very passionate and energetic, fire has been lit kind of a card. Now, to do with that, we've got Irene, peace. It can also be, in some cases, a bit of impatience in here. It could be that something that you want to get going on is, you've just got to be a little bit patient, because you're still in this nurturing and preparation phase. You may have a slight delay, or there may be something that you just need to hold on just for the moment until you're ready. And it's saying there's no need to worry, as everything is working out beautifully. So be at peace, okay? She's got dolphins in the background. There's abundance and happiness here. And so it could be just that you could also be driving towards something. You could have a goal in mind, or you could be wanting to just clear the decks and start fresh. And you may just be worrying about whether you can do this, and whether it's the right time for you to be doing that. It could also just be that you are concerned about a few things in this house, but she's saying there's no need to worry. All right, everything is working out beautifully. The timing is correct. Do not worry. Do not concern yourself, and don't get your health upset by that, rushing around, or impatience, anger, temper flare-ups, things like that. Just be calm. Be calm, be at peace, and everything will flow in this house, okay? I do feel also that you may need to have a bit of fun here, okay? Something to do, normally I only pull one of these destiny cards, but 3 came out this time. So I feel that fun is important here, because don't underestimate the fun element, all right? Sometimes we get so stuck in to either worrying, and it upsets our health, or we're concerned about things, or we work, burning the candle at both ends, and then you burn out. So I just feel that fun is important here. You get out of your own way, especially if you're trying to plan something or push something forward or initiate. Sometimes you just need to get out of your own way and allow the universe to come in to assist you. And you do that by having fun, because it brings you into the present moment. You're enjoying what you're doing, and your focus is on what you're doing and not on all these other things that are occurring, or your worries and your getting yourself in a state about things. So don't forget to have fun. Enjoy this time. Enjoy looking after your body and sleep and recovery, and just planning and dreaming. It's important to do that as well. Now, we do have here the 8th house. So the 8th house is to do with sexuality, and I feel that is connected to your inner goddess as well. Enjoy that aspect of yourself. It's intimacy. This can be with a significant other. So this can be it can be somebody that you're coming into union with, or coming into a relationship with, or it could be an existing one that you already have. So however that is applying to you, but it could also be a rise of sexuality to do with a relationship that's coming in now. However it applies for you. But the 8th house, so it's normally about, if you're coming into a relationship, or you are in a relationship, it's can be to do with the aspect of the relationship. How is it coming together? How is the union occurring? So this is to do with the nuts and bolts. So it's the material and the emotional resources to do with that relationship. How is that coming together? How is that union occurring? And all the effects of that, and how is it hanging together? That could be important at this time. It could also be that because of the other two cards you have, that you are a very romantic person and you like to be loved, you know, and it could be that those needs are not being met at this time. So you have to take steps to do that. You have to bring romance in, and you have to make sure that your romantic needs are being met, okay? And that as soon as you do that for yourself, as soon as you create a romantic or a loving environment for yourself, and you love yourself, which is what the Aphrodite card is all about. Love yourself. As soon as you do that and you do wonderful, loving things for yourself, spa treatments, getting your hair done, or just enjoying something that is good and wholesome and is a show of love towards yourself. All of these things are empowering. And as soon as you do that, you open the doors for love to be reflected to you by another. Okay, so that can also be coming in. The other aspect of the 8th house is all to do with financial matters. Now, this is normally big finance. So this is things like investments, tax, inheritance, or a legacy. It can also be accounting, banking, and insurances, things like that. So big money and where you're putting it and how it is working for you. That can all come in with the 8th house. The 8th house can also be aspects to do with things that are falling away at this time. So this is where the legacy and the inheritance comes in. Perhaps you are on the receiving end of that. Perhaps something has occurred and now you're on the receiving end of that. Or it could be that you're setting up something like that for your family or your loved ones or whatever. It can also be to do with birthing something. So you may have you may be wanting to invest or to start something or to create a legacy, or you may be birthing something for yourself, whether it's an idea or a business or a partnership or whatever it may be. The partnership could be, as I said, some interaction with another, whether it's a love relationship or a business partnership. There's something that is being created here, or you may want to create it. Okay. So now the 8th house is very much, it covers that full spectrum, and it can also be to do with something coming out, like a secret or something that is being revealed to you. Now, this could very well be your sexuality, or it could be to do with a relationship, or it could be to do with like a kundalini arising, something like that, something that is rising up within you from underneath, or it could be something that is being revealed at this time. Okay, so now at the bottom we've got Leo, I will, and at the top we've got Guinevere, true love. All right, so something is coming in, whether this is self-love or whether this is a relationship coming in for you, or it could be the renewal and the regeneration of an existing love in your life. Okay, but whatever it is, fulfillment is coming in for you. Okay, this could also be financially, obviously, and then you are lavishing yourself with that love. Nothing wrong with that. Certainly with the Leo energy, this is about romance. This is about love. It also involves the heart. It's about creativity. It's about children. It's a wonderful, sunny, romantic, loving, very generous, vivacious energy. That is the Leo energy. It could also be that you are the center of attention in some way, whether you are seeking that or whether it's coming to you in some way. You could be in the spotlight. Now, this could be to do with acting ability, or being in the media, or having a high profile in some way, and that is going to affect your monetary, you may be getting an inflow of money to do with that. It's got that very vivacious, very sort of artistic feel to it as well, creativity. It could be as a result of something that you are doing, or you are in the spotlight, acting ability or film or something to do with that could be coming in for you. But I do feel it is actually about the romance, the love, and just lavishing that on yourself, but also receiving it possibly from another. It can also be overspending, so just be careful with the Leo energy that you don't go overboard with that, because Leos love luxury, okay, all that luxurious energy. Nothing wrong with spoiling yourself and doing it as appropriate, but just don't go overboard. All right, the Leo is, as I said, a very vivacious, very generous energy. It's also kind of got a gypsy quality about it as well. It could also be that somebody is coming into your life who is a Leo. You know, that may be the case as well. Then we've got Guinevere, true love. The romantic stirrings in your heart have propelled the universe to deliver great love to you. So as I said, whether this is in an existing relationship or whether this is coming in for you or whether this is self-love related. But it's saying that, or it could be that you are on the receiving end of a legacy or an investment or something that was set up for you for somebody that was really loved you very much. Okay, that could also be coming in for you. So you are on the receiving end of that, or you could be giving it to yourself, but it's saying that this is a really important legacy, or it's something that is coming to you, or something that you are generating at this time. As I said, it's also that you must make sure that your romantic needs and your love needs are being met. So if you are having a regeneration and a renewal, make sure you set the bar high at this time. But beautiful card, beautiful energy. This is like a spring energy. So for the Southern Hemisphere, this could very well be the case. Or it could just be that, you know, this person will be giving you flowers, or you may be giving them to yourself. But this kind of got this lovely, luxurious, abundant energy. So be open to receiving and be open to love coming in. But there's fulfillment here. I feel there's a big fulfillment coming in for you. Then we also have the 11th house. So the 11th house is everything to do with the future. So this is the future, whether you are projecting that for yourself, or it could be a vision that you have of yourself in the future, or visions that you have had for yourself. It's your hobbies, your interests, your hopes and your dreams for the future. All of that is embodied here. It's also the house of invention and inspiration like that. So invention and sort of like genius almost. So you may be having a brilliant idea, or you may have ideas or something that you had a vision or hope or a dream or an interest or a hobby that has got that bent to it. It's almost like a scientific bent to it. But it's very much about future things. It could also be to do with friends or friendships, okay? So something may be coming up to do with that. You may be making new friends, or you may be resonating with a new friend set, or some friends may be leaving your life at this time. As we progress, especially now with Ascension occurring, this is happening to lots of people. It can also be group activities that you have. You could be changing groups, joining new groups, letting go of some and moving forward with others. But any kind of group a setting or activities indicated here. So this can be like associations, societies, book clubs, whatever it is, something that you have been involved in up until now, or something you are going to be joining. It has also kind of got that tribe feel. So it could be that you're finding your tribe, or you're discovering that at this time. Discoveries in general come in with the 11th house. It can also be about humanitarian or community things. So you may be joining a community, you may be changing that. It can also be to do with generating something regarding that. So this can be like social reform or global consciousness, or seeing trends in society, going with that whole thing, universal love and so on. All of these things come in with the 11th house. Now we have got acceptance coming in here. So I do feel that you are changing something in this, or you are going into a new set, or you know, your friends, your friendships are changing, or your groups are changing, or your ideals and your hopes and your dreams are changing, and there's some sort of acceptance that is required here. At the bottom you've got Jupiter return benefits, beautiful card. And then at the top you've got Isolde, undying love. So I do feel that you are coming out of a cocoon, because that has been indicated elsewhere here, and this can be about that. This is saying that in some cases it can be love related, but it can also be to do with your you know, where you have been. You maybe have been sort of in a cocoon or in a sort of a stasis, and you're now coming out of that. You're now moving forward into a more social setting, or you're now getting your mojo back, and you're coming back into the land of the living, as it were. This could be from a death, or it could be from a parting of the ways in previous times, or it could be happening to you now, where you are moving out of a phase where you've kind of been through your grief, or you've been through your period of adjustment, and now you're moving forward. And what she's saying is that all the love or attention or affection or whatever it is that you put into those relationships or those situations from the past has been permanently recorded, and it will be recorded forever. It's in the Akashic records, okay? So don't think that all those efforts and the love that you put in, the affection that you put into past hopes, dreams, friendships, groups, communities, whatever it is, has been lost or doesn't count anymore. It does count, okay, and it's there forever. And it's just saying that it's eternal, regardless of what is occurring now. But I do feel that you're coming forward, you're coming out of a period of quietness, or perhaps moving from one situation to another, and you're in that transition. And this is like you getting your mojo back. This is like you moving forward now into new things, new social settings, new loves, new hopes, new dreams, new visions for yourself. It's a beautiful flowering energy, and it's saying that spend time in nature as well may be very beneficial for you. And it's just like you coming out almost. You're having a kind of a coming out. But there is some acceptance required here of what has been and how to move forward at this time. Bottom of the Fairy Tarot is Queen of Winter. Strong, patient, self-sufficient, funny. This could be you, or it could be a friend or somebody in your life who is like this. So it's saying let go of people or things that no longer serve you. So this could be the case here. Friends or groups. Now is the time to focus on your career, unmarried or divorced individuals. Okay, so it's kind of, you're kind of having a coming out. You're kind of moving forward. You could be focusing on changing your career or moving forward in a new direction. But I feel you're going to get finance to assist you with that, and you're going to have success with your projects and what is coming in for you. I feel you're going to have abundance with that, but there is some letting go and adjustment that is required here. But it could also be that with this kind of moving forward into a new social set, or getting your mojo back, or just that whole almost like a recovery. This is a wonderful card to be having. What it does is it actually it can bring things from the past back into your life. So this could also be ideas, or it could be a hope or a dream that you had from the past. It could also be people. It could be somebody that you know well. It could be a friendship, or it could be a relationship that you've had from the past that is now coming back to you. But quite often it's something that is, it can have been back as far as up to 12 years. It can be something related to that, either an idea or a situation or a dream or a hope or an ideal or a hobby or an interest, whatever it is, something is returning. But it can also be saying that within this house, within the future, and your hopes and your dreams and your hobbies and interests, something is going to bear fruit. Something is coming back into your life with benefits. Now, this could have been from monetary thing, and now it's bringing benefits in for you. But it could also be, I feel that you are kind of bouncing back from something because of this Isolde card. You're kind of bouncing back and you are getting benefits from that. It can also be like almost like a return to the land of the living, or it could be just coming back into a place of power after a period of quiet. But there could be relief, there could be rescue, there could be the return of joy and happiness and abundance and just enthusiasm, and looking forward to the future. All of this comes in with the Jupiter return. It's a beautiful energy, a very nice energy to be having come in to help you at this time. Very abundant energy, happiness, joy, opportunity, people, situations coming back. But it can also be something bearing fruit. Something is really going to blossom in your life here. It can also be, it can also be sort of going over the top as well. So just be careful that you don't overdo it. But I feel that it's going to be about a kind of a opening up, a blossoming. Really is the most beneficial that I can say for this. But it's a beautiful energy, very rewarding energy as well. And it could also be that it's reward for efforts. This is all the work that you've been putting in is now going to be rewarded in some way, shape, or form. It's like opportunity meets preparation, and this is why you've got the void of course moon. It's something you've been preparing for, or you have prepared for most of your life, or to do with a past situation is now going to bear fruit for you at this time. It's quite a fast moving energy, so take advantage of it. Follow up any opportunities, ideas, or situations that look like they're coming back, or something that occurs to you. Follow it up, try it, or you've still got to steer your ship with this energy. Hope you enjoyed that. Please don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe. But otherwise, take care, and I will see you next time.